What is new with Rokit? Kicking things off with a cheeky one that happened about a week ago. Rokit was coming down the stairs with us. We were carrying luggage. We were exiting a hotel. We were about to get in the car. And what did Rokit say? Oh, shit. Shh, don't tell Mum. Hello and welcome to Don't Tell Mum. My name's Barney.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is the #1 parenting podcast in
Argentina.
Woo! You said it right.
Thank you. And can I just say something? I think we should change the name of the podcast to #1 parenting podcast.
But I mean, is that not A, a bit on the nose, and B, people will be like, what about this podcast? And what about this podcast?
Also, we do want couples to listen to it. It's not just about parenting, guys. Let's
exactly,
just be
Jamie.
honest.
So you just contradicted yourself.
No, but I mean, if we had to name a podcast, what would you call us?
You just contraceptioned yourself. What would I name it? I would name it
Can't say words.
BJ. Barney and Jamie.
I would call it the ABC podcast.
Why?
Because we always get our words muddled. Or Jamie always gets her... Or no, we should call it Barney teaches Jamie to talk. No? Okay.
Dis Jamie... no. I'm trying to combine a word of dyslexia with your name.
Je m'appelle Jamie Lisa.
Well done.
Thank you. Have you noticed Rokit's got a speech impediment?
No, he doesn't. You
He
think
does.
he's got a Wodger Wabbit one, but...
Because I went to elocution lessons for that. I was like Jonathan
Why is
Ross.
he getting things like this from you? Can you just give him some...
Came out of my vagina. Yeah?
We need some
I
good things from you,
pushed
Jamie.
him and I didn't
we need
even
good
rip.
things.
I didn't even rip.
I know you didn't. It's
Because I
fantastic.
did my exercises. The
You
Annie
did.
ball.
You did your vagina exercises.
Very good.
Impressive. Annie ball. Get it. If your partner's pregnant and they want to be as prepared as possible for pregnancy, the Annie ball. Can't recommend it enough.
No, literally can't.
It's fucking weird doing it for the first time, but it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your vagina is a muscle. Treat it like one. There you go.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the parenting podcast. Barney is going away for 2 months. Can you believe this? So
Maybe.
we're going to be...
There's every possibility that I'll come back for stints here and there,
But what do you
I
wanna
might
do?
be out there for 2 months. But if we have to do some online, just to kind of make sure that we don't miss out in any weeks, then we do. It is what it is. But I'm hoping that we don't have to.
No.
Because I way prefer doing it in person. You know that. I think that it adds another level of like things like body language and stuff like that. Whereas if you're just talking into a camera, it's not as personable, right?
Well, I think it also depends on like if you have a microphone, etc. Like we luckily have the equipment at home, and you have the equipment.
Yeah, I can
when you
take
fly
one
away.
with me. Yeah.
Well, you don't even need to because you can use the studios. We've used the studios since you've been.
You mean the one that when I go out there, they have mics?
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes they're all being used, and I don't want to be that guy that's like, can I borrow loads of equipment,
Well, you just got
please?
to time it right, darling. Book it in.
Excuse me.
You know.
Tell
But
me what to
this
do.
is one of those things where, I mean, what do you guys think? Because we've had a lot of people contact us and go, hey, I feel like we've got a good American audience. So we get a lot of people from America wanting to jump on. And I would love to get them on. But obviously, they're not in the country. And we've always said from the beginning, we're very adamant to do this in person. We've done a few over Zoom.
Yeah, when we get messages from people that are from the States that say that they would like to go, we actually sometimes get messages from people asking to be on the podcast, which is crazy.
But we haven't...
And we say to them...
We've never had a guest over Zoom.
Yeah, so we say to them, when you're in the UK, when you're in London, let us know because we'd love to have you on. But unfortunately, we don't really want to do them over Zoom or you know, what's the other one that we used before?
Riverside.
Riverside.
If you're going to do a podcast, guys, do it properly.
Exactly. Do it in person.
That's what I always say.
Make it easy. Is that what you always say? Is that your
I mean, I produce podcasts
motto?
for a living, so
Sorry, because I'm stuck in my throat.
half living.
What is new with Rokit? Kicking things off with a cheeky one that happened about a week ago. Rokit was coming down the stairs with us. We were carrying luggage. We were exiting a hotel. We were about to get in the car. What did he do? He got to the top of the stairs. Mummy kind of was struggling with her suitcase. And what did Rokit say?
Oh, he went, oh.
He went, oh, shit.
Yeah, he said that.
Uh-oh. So we're now being extremely cautious with everything we say around him when it comes to swear words, for sure.
Barney's been extremely cautious with what he says at the moment because I know he's going to get to an age where he's going to say it anyway. What?
What do you mean?
It's
As
the
in
truth.
Rokit will.
But you know what makes me laugh about this whole parenting thing that we're in with everybody that's a parent? and this will probably piss off a lot of parents, and I apologize in advance. Okay, I've apologized for you being angry with what I'm about to say.
Oof.
But it's like, for instance, potty training. My friend said it to me once. She was just like, I've never met a 18-year-old that can't use the toilet.
Yeah, people
you know what I mean? There's no point stressing yourself out about these like little things. If he swears, we just try and avoid, because it's throwaway thing as well. Like if you bang your foot, you go, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also like, I think that you do have a responsibility, obviously, to make sure that they stay within the lines as much as possible, and like you aid their progression through like growing up. However, yeah, things are said, life's every now and then. We come from a family of swearers. Everyone bloody swears in our family.
Your parents are way better than my parents.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to throw your mum under the bus, but yeah, she's the fucking swearer, isn't she? Christine?
It's so funny because we have one side of the family are so normal. Even though they think they're not normal, I'm like, you guys are so normal compared to my family. My family are wildly unnormal.
It's great, though. It's great.
I'm so sorry.
People that aren't normal make the best people.
Did you, when you started dating me,
yeah.
did you come into the relationship and go, oh my God, this is mad? Like, she's mad. Before you even met my parents.
I didn't think that you were mad. When I met your dad for the first time, though, I was like, damn. Like, I saw your dad naked the first time I met him, and I was like, what is going on?
We're a naked family. Like, he still shuts the door when he goes to the toilet.
I'm sorry. You need to shut the door if you go for a shit.
But you know what? Steve's exactly the same. So he's like, shut the door.
It's not about nudity and privacy. It's about the smell. I don't want the smell to travel through the house. I grew
up in a family where like we would be so free. Like we would keep the door open.
You
like
shitting
my
on
dad...
the floor or something? Like a bunch of dogs?
No.
What's happening?
My dad would keep the door open. Like my mom keeps the door open. Like everybody, it's just the way I grew up. Yeah.
Oh my God, what is going on?
We were just a very naked, open family.
Man, that's
But we weren't shitting on the floor. But they taught me to be free. So this is where like I don't mind in public taking my clothes off and changing. And people are like,
yeah, but I don't either.
Yeah, because you're a dancer. But did you mind at one point?
No, not really. Like getting fully naked, yeah. I don't want to expose myself in public. I'll get arrested. But yeah, for the most part, I've been okay with it. But the fact that Rokit is now kind of... It's not... You know what? It's not actually that Rokit said, oh shit. It's not the fact that he said that was the daunting thing. It's the fact that he said it in context.
Yeah.
Which means he understands what he said. Partly.
He knows way more than we realise.
Oh shit, because something bad was happening. And he was struggling to get down the stairs or something. And I was like... Oh no, this is doubly bad.
You wanted to say shit there, didn't you?
No. So yeah, now I've really got to make a conscious effort to not swear in the slightest. But anyway, have you got a TikTok turn off for this week? I suppose we could go back to our regular scheduled program, but we haven't really pre-prepped much. If there's anything off the top of your head, let me know.
I don't like the fact that we have such a different algorithm. It makes me question the app in itself because, like Barney said to me today, because this song is on everything. And he shows me the song. I've never heard the song before.
Hannah Lily. Oh, no, it's literally because it's a sponsored ad. And I think I watched the whole video through once. So because I watched the whole video, it now feeds me that sponsored video constantly. So I just want to say, Hannah Lily, so that you know, the video's great. Your music's great. I'm sold. I will listen to it. But your ad keeps peppering me, so it's wasting your money.
She's definitely not going to listen to a parenting podcast. She's about 17 years old.
You never know. But it's wasting money peppering that ad at me constantly, so you need to get a better ad sense.
Also to a dad who's in his 30s when she's 17 years old.
What?
As in, you know when they say about the audience thing, like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, as in to it. Oh, yeah, to me. Maybe it's because I like watch rock music videos every now and then.
You want to hit up the 17-year-old men, not the 35-year-old men.
I'm not 35, by the way. She's throwing me under the bus right now.
He's so close to 35.
You're so out of order.
You've got 2 more years.
I'm sorry. Closer to 40.
When I turned 30, I remember thinking, because you threw me the best 30th birthday party.
I did. Damn right I did.
And I thought, oh my God, how funny. Like in 6 years' time, I'm going to be like 36. I wonder if me and Barney will still be together then. And he'll be 33. He'll still seem quite young. And now we're there. We are there.
And we're both old as fur.
I still feel just as young as I was then.
I have a
But I used
scratchy
to wear-
throat because of hay fever.
I used to have buns in my hair though, like my little buns.
Your hair was a bit mad.
Did you like my hair then?
No.
What was the best hair era when I had purple hair? Did you like the purple hair and it went
Your
green?
Rachel from Friends era with the bangs era. That was great.
After the
I loved
baby.
that. No,
That
I've
was
got a
after the
picture of
baby.
you stood in the train station at. It wasn't Lewisham. It was somewhere else. It might have been Canary Wharf on the DLR. I took a picture of you. You're wearing like a yellowy orange jumper.
I didn't have bangs
You have
then.
brown hair and you've got fringe, and it's the best photo of you ever.
Where? I definitely didn't have bangs then.
I'll show you.
I remember
because
because I was
black
obsessed
jeans
with that
and
jumper.
a mustard jumper on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had bangs.
I didn't have
promise
bangs.
you.
I promise you, I
It's
didn't
going to
have
really piss
bangs.
me off because you might not have had bangs now that I think about it. Fuck! I don't know.
What?
But that was your best hair. That was your best hair.
Was that quite normal?
No, don't look it up. 'Cause
I
it's going
need
to
to
take you
look it up.
forever. Oh my
No,
God, it's going to take you forever.
It won't. What year was it?
While you're I don't bloody know. While you're looking for that, I can tell them a story. So there's this TikTok account, right, that I follow. Actually, I don't follow them. I've seen them a bunch of times though, but I don't follow them. And this is it's not a TikTok turn off. It's just more of a confusion thing I've got going on, right? For those of you that don't know, this account, I've written it down. It's called The Official Party Animals. Now, there is essentially a group of baseball teams that I think are semi-professional in America. They look like they're kind of like college students. And what they do is it actually seems like they make TikToks more than they play baseball, because it's like they use the whole baseball thing of them being on a pitch and competing and all this stuff as a trend or as a location to film all their TikToks. There's literally the guy, I don't know much about baseball, but this guy is about to throw his first pitch on the field, and before they do, they're filming a TikTok dance with the whole team. The whole team on the pitch are doing this dance to that Irish kids. You think you can stop what we do? I doubt it.
I have see what I mean. That I have no idea what you're talking about.
That Irish. Oh my God, what is your algorithm? Is it literally just hair videos and pictures of Ryan Gosling? Anyway. So they're doing this TikTok dance. The guy that's waiting to bat must be thinking these guys are absolutely off their rocker. Even the freaking guy behind, who's the catcher, behind the guy swinging it, is doing the leg movements of the dance. I don't understand what the hell is going on. I'm actually going to play it right now for Jamie so that she knows what I'm thinking about. And Jamie, you can add it to the video. So if those of you who are listening to this on Spotify, go over to YouTube, watch it on YouTube, and so you can actually see what the video is. Jamie, do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Check it out. How are these guys doing this? What's going on? This is in the middle of a match. That's the whole team doing it.
Well, it's probably getting played in the background.
Yeah, but why?
And they're putting music on top of it. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, but imagine playing football and Cristiano Ronaldo starts fucking doing the worm or something. Like, what do you want? What?
I think that's pretty cool. I can't find this orange jumper.
I'll find it.
But speaking about algorithm, which is so strange,
I'll go ride them.
I think it honestly figures it out because of what you actually sit and watch.
Yeah, so it's anything that you watch for more than 5 to 10 seconds, I think. They're like, oh, they like that. Let's give them some more of that. Surely it's that, right?
I think so. So I'm going to turn it on mute for a second, but let's just have a look at the algorithm, because honestly, me and Barney have such different algorithm, and it's okay because I feel like...
Why wouldn't it be okay?
Like, for instance, okay, we have different profiles. We have the Banks's channel, and we get such different algorithm to what I have personally. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
With Don't Tell Mum. So, like, sometimes I'll actually get inspiration from the other videos, which I wouldn't have seen on my personal. But to be honest, TikTok's weird. Like, I'm losing so many followers at the moment. I'm now down to 150, and I was 153 at the beginning of the year. So people are not liking me.
I don't think it's a question of people not liking you. I feel like, with TikTok specifically...
I get lives, that's it. Loads of lives. Do you get loads of lives?
A bunch. I don't think I get loads, but I get a bunch of them for sure. My biggest concern is basically like on TikTok, people love you for one thing. So if they love like a video that you've done and then they follow you because that video was hilarious or that video was great or it resonated with them, if you don't do more of that exact same video, they'll unfollow you. Because they're like, oh, I only liked you for that one thing. That's what I'm kind of seeing trending across things like TikTok is people follow you for one thing and one thing only. So for instance, like that's probably why my audience grew so quickly, because I was literally only doing one kind of video for ages, which was the changing videos. Because I was doing so many of them, I feel like that's why it kind of, people are like, oh, he's that guy. And then when you start branching away from that, people just like start backtracking and going, oh no, don't want to follow that person anymore. It's a bit silly, isn't it?
It's sad because the retention rate on followers isn't there anymore.
On videos as well. And so there's so much variety out there. It's actually insane. Even if you watch a video.
But this is why you need to keep them different. And this is why you have to jump on trends, because then you'll have...
Yeah, you love trend jumping. I'm not a fan of that.
I love trends.
I like making my
I
own.
remember we made a trend once and I got like insulted, being like,
Assaulted?
she's copied this trend. I was like, yeah, because it's a trend. That's what a trend is. And then loads of people commented underneath it, that's what a trend is. Like,
yeah. Trends are there to be copied. People create a trend and then people mimic it, and that's how they grow their following because they're the originators of that
But to be
trend.
honest, I think it was because my video was better than the original trend. The video that we did of like the wiggling down the stairs. And I think that was better than the original video because we talk in it, so it's slightly different. Whereas the original concept...
Is that your biggest video?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
How many views does it have?
It has 8.9 million.
Yo! I tell you what I really... Sorry,
yeah, but you've reached like 30 million.
Yeah, a few of my videos have got over 20 million, which is madness. I saw someone the other day that had 850 million views on a video.
I
and
bet
it's
you
like
haven't
a
even
really
seen...
basic video.
Surely
as well.
that's not even like... What is the...
The most viewed video on TikTok is like 3 billion.
And what is that?
Bella Porsche.
Who's that?
The girl that did the it's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B.
No, the one with the makeup. She does her makeup.
No. She's just literally bobbing her head. That's literally it. The video is her bobbing her head.
Stop.
And then now it's that chick in the car. They did these roads and flames are taking us higher.
Oh my God, but that's what I mean.
That's like 900 million
Again,
views
you will
now,
follow her for that, then she'll
stupid.
start doing her own thing and like trying to expand her business.
That's why every video she does is in that Tesla. Just literally every video now is like, and so every video she's making is getting like more than 20 million views.
Have you heard Teslas like give people headaches? It's like
oh my God, you told me this the other day, and it's hard to believe, but the proof's in the pudding. It's a Reddit.
Somebody goes, I have a Model Y. I've had it since June last year, and I've noticed anytime I drive it for an extended amount of time, more than 20 minutes, I get a headache, which is so weird because I get headaches when I listen to my Bose headphones, my soundproofing headphones.
Noise cancelling.
Noise cancelling headphones give me headaches. So if I have, and when I looked it up, it was like, yeah, if you listen to them for more than 8 hours, and I travel so much, that's what's causing it. I don't know if it's to do with acceleration or if it's the electric component, but it really gives me a headache, and it's not good for my health. And then somebody replied saying, I only get a headache when my car payment goes through.
Lol. Bants, bruv. I found the picture. You don't have bangs.
See, I told you. I don't have bangs.
That's my favourite hair that you've ever had.
Brown.
Yeah, it's browner. It's not brown, but it's like a mousy brownie.
Yeah, it didn't
blonde.
really shout DJ though, did it?
So? It doesn't have to shout DJ. You can DJ with whatever hair colour you bloody want.
Well, now, guys, I changed my hair extensions. I changed my stylist, and I went to one of the best stylists in the country, and he's called Andrew.
Who lives around the corner from where we used to live.
And actually, in the long term of things, it actually is cheaper than the tapes that I got. But they were still, guess how much they were in my hair?
I don't
so
really.
For hair
we
colours,
did this before, and it was so ridiculous, like £1,000.
For the hair colour as well. So before it was just the
If it's more than £1,000, I don't want to know. This honestly upsets me that you spend this much on your hair. I used to get a dyed cut by like the best in the country, and it would be like less than £200 for me. And then you get it done.
But
and
you're
it's
a
like
guy.
£2,000.
Look how long my hair is. It goes down to my back.
Go on then.
And I would love the short hair, but Barney says it doesn't suit my face shape. So what do you expect? You were the one that said it didn't suit my face shape, having short hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you have to have it down to your
I
arse.
would have loved little bags. Remember when I had it really short?
Bags?
You know when I had it really short?
Yeah.
Like this. Remember that?
Yeah, no, I've never been with you when you've had it that short.
Yes, I did. I was wearing my black and white blazer. There is a press shot of us.
No, that was like down to your shoulders. That wasn't under your chin.
It was under my chin.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just gonna Google Barney and
This
go
is
now.
like
It was this.
Oh, see, that's shoulder length. What are you on about? That's not under your chin.
That is still really short.
That's shoulder length. I said shoulder length. Shoulder length. Fucking hell, son. I said shoulder.
You look so young there.
I do look really young. Do I look old now?
No, you just look more like
Seasoned.
silver.
Screw you.
No, what's the
Silver fox?
Yeah, you look like a silver fox.
I don't want to look like a silver fox. I want to look like a silver.
You said I looked good with brown hair, and I just spent £1,100 on my hair.
Oh
and
my God,
you
kill
should
me.
like this hair more. What?
My gosh! Stop spending money on your hair. That's it.
No,
but
more. this is I won't touch my hair for 4 months, Barney.
I hope so. That's a lot
4
of money,
months,
madam.
So if you actually work at the maths, it's way cheaper than the tapes, even though the tapes were 1,000 anyway.
Earlier on in this episode, you were talking about how our algorithms are different, like on TikTok and things like that. Ladies and gentlemen, can I just draw your attention to YouTube, right? YouTube, right? I pay for YouTube Premium. I pay $15.99 a month for YouTube Premium, mainly so that I can download videos so I can watch them whenever I'm traveling somewhere, especially on a plane, because watching YouTube videos is great. And a lot of the streamers that I follow in the gaming industry, they upload videos regularly and I can download them and watch them in my free time. What happens? Jamie comes up to me and goes, you need to keep the algorithm more parenting friendly because, babe, in order for us to grow that channel and be a bit more vloggy, a bit more integrated and, you know, algorithmically with our parenting stuff, then we should probably watch more parenting content creators. And I was like, okay, babe, I'll try to. So I tried to do that, and I start looking at gaming stuff on my other account where I have to sit through ads because I don't pay for YouTube Premium on that one, right? I then go back to the YouTube a week later, and I click on it to do something, to upload something or whatever it is. The first 4 videos that come up are, we found the body covered in blood with all of its clothes intact. And then the next video is like, the victim was found, cut in half. And I was like, what the fuck has she been watching on my YouTube? How can you be telling me to be more family friendly when you're watching death videos on YouTube? So then what I do, I refresh the page. And when I refresh the page, it was just Peppa Pig for 20 things. You've been showing Rokit. You've been sharing that YouTube channel with Rokit. So now we've got Peppa Pig and we've got bloody death videos all over our YouTube algorithm. Thanks to that. And all I was doing was watching gaming stuff.
Yeah.
And I get told off. And I pay for it.
And golfing.
I was watching golf stuff. I don't really watch them anymore. They're too long.
No, but honestly, the death thing, why are women obsessed with death?
I don't know, but everything you watch is about murder. You're not obsessed with that woman, Gypsy Rose, blah, blah, who
She
killed her mum.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean? I love it. And she's like, she killed her mum. Well, her boyfriend killed her mum, right? Not her.
Yeah.
And that new guy she's with is nuts.
Apparently, the reason why women are obsessed with death documentaries is women tend to be predominantly the people who are the victims of murders. There's a huge element of compassion for victims. And so when you read a victim story, our obsession with crime isn't just rubbernecking. That's what it says.
Oh, rubbernecking. Do you know what rubbernecking is?
No.
Rubbernecking originated when people would stare at girls that walk past that are fit.
Okay.
And rubbernecking would be like you turn your head to look at them as they walk past.
Oh.
Checking out their ass or something is rubbernecking.
I rubberneck you all the time.
Yeah. Do you rubberneck me? Right. Call it educational, a genuine desire to overturn miscarriages of justice, or just morbid fascination. Why did I say forbidden? Our appetite for true crime stories has become increasingly reflected in streaming platforms and podcast charts. I'm an avid consumer of true crime myself. With domestic abuse being in such a misunderstood social issue, this can risk further impeding our wider approach to understanding, emphasizing, and overcoming such crimes, she explains. The charity Solace Women's Aid created the Solace Test, which helps creators depict violence against women and girls responsibly. It involves 3 checks for anyone working around that topic. Is it needed? Does it drive the story? And is it truthful? Or on the contrary, does it add to the cultural lie about violence against women and girls? Finally, is it victim blaming? So people basically have to go through those 3 checklists in order to be able to put something out there on a documentary or on a film. It has to, so that it's not just needless violence against women. How crazy.
But what it's saying is why? Why are women obsessed with it?
Why are women obsessed with it?
Well, this is what true crime can offer us somewhere to turn to see those behaviours acknowledged and sometimes punished.
Oh yeah, because ultimately the perpetrator probably gets jail time or gets killed or whatever. So it's like a good story for women to watch and then see justice carried out, I imagine. Any hooser, when we're talking about people that are weird, ready for the first one?
No, you didn't even read the main part. It isn't just rubbernecking. There's a psychological logic behind why women make up the largest percentage of true crime audiences.
While women are often the victims in true crime stories, they're also the largest audience for their retelling. In fact, women overwhelmingly make up the majority of true crime audiences and are twice as likely as men to regularly listen to true crime podcasts. Damn. Charlie Webster, the host of the chart-topping true crime podcast Scamander, first approached the genre as a consumer. True crime has been the content I've always consumed, even from a young age. For me, it was definitely escapism, and it absorbed my brain because it took me away from normality. So it's a form of escapism, like gaming is for men. To go and just watch a true crime story that ultimately, because women are typically the victims of it, it's got an ending.
But it says at the end of that as well, it says in there, it's like a lot of times it's for women to see what they would have done differently, or if they were faced with that in front of their lives, how, because of the true crime that they've watched, it's almost like a protectism. So it like protects you from, hey, I would do this differently. Like, for instance, if there was I know it sounds awful, but if there was a huge shooting, I would lie dead like he'd already killed me to try and survive.
Yeah.
Instead of escaping. If I escape, well, yeah, I would just lie dead.
It's a weird one because you can't say what you would do until you've actually been in the situation, because your body and brain reacts in certain ways.
Such a different way, right?
Situations like that, I don't think you can prepare yourself for being actually... The adrenaline would trauma. Just take over.
When I was hit by a car, I noticed, obviously I was with my friend, and to make her feel better about the situation that was just happening, and I obviously got hit by a van, I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I laughed. I was laughing, and I had all this blood coming out of me, and she was like screaming, and I couldn't understand. I was trying to like diffuse the problem by laughing, and she probably thought I was a right psycho because there's like blood pouring out my mouth, and I'm like...
Jesus, the Joker reincarnated. That's mad. Right? I got a really weird, because we were talking about weird people and people who could be future, like, killers, I feel like. From going on Reddit, someone was talking about, what's your craziest story of someone that you've dated?
We've done this before, though, and there was that woman, do you remember? And the guy came over and hid all the knives.
Yes, and she had to hide in the bathroom and call the police. So this is just another weird one of a guy that was dating this girl, and then eventually she invited him round to her house. And when he got to the bedroom, he says, a girl that I was seeing regularly, when I went into her bedroom and opened her wardrobe, I saw a tack board with a bunch of used condoms stuck up in her closet.
Oh, the girl!
Yeah. When I confronted her about it in a what the hell moment, she just shrugged and said, don't worry, they're not yours.
But they were used.
Used condoms, and she'd stuck them to the inside of her wardrobe on a board.
I once had a house party.
That's a serial killer thing.
And somebody had sex in like the top. We had like this townhouse, and somebody had sex in the top floor. Don't know who it was. They threw the Johnny outside the window, and it landed on our glass roof.
Oh, like
that
on
was see-through.
What's it called? Like a conservatory.
Yeah. Our glass roof. And we had a patio. Anyway, my parents came home and I thought I'd done a really good job of cleaning up. But I didn't realise that there was a condom stuck to the glass see-through roof.
Condom.
And it was used. Anyway, my dad had to wash it down, and as he sprayed it down off the roof, it landed on his face.
No. See, back in the... like, not back in the day, but as in this current day, you'd have filmed that. And that would have been a gem.
It would have been a gem. But that was just when YouTube was coming out as well. And I remember I would make like home YouTube videos. I've told you about this before. But I just wished I consistently did YouTube because I was obsessed with it. But there was no consistency. Like we are so consistent now, even though I'm the busiest we've ever been. We are the busiest.
Yeah, we've committed to kind of doing this now. And I think that to stop would just be silly because of the amount of kind of consistency that we've managed to put in and the amount of effort and time that we're putting into it.
But we enjoy it. And I always say this. If you enjoy something, keep doing it every day. But that's where I need to continue making music, because I said to Barney this morning, I was like, I need to start start waking up at 5 a.m. again and make music, because by the afternoon, I'm so freaking tired. Regardless if I've woken up at 5 a.m., my most energetic self is in the mornings.
It's
I'm
true.
a morning person.
And the thing is, I don't actually necessarily think that I'm an evening person. If I get up in the morning, I'm like, great, I've got up and now I can do stuff. Getting out of bed, I do find hard. But in the evenings, I'm still like last night, we were in bed at 8:30. We're so old.
Loved it.
You did. You were like, should we get into bed and watch a film? I literally got into bed, put on a film, and in 4 minutes, she was like...
This is why. So I was looking at a statistic. Mel Robbins, she's got a really good podcast out, and if you listen to it, she has some incredible guests and really interesting talks. She was doing one about sex, and apparently young adults who are like, I wouldn't say 20s, the 30 to 40-year-olds, about 40-year-olds have sex about 52 times a year. That's once a week and on average. Whereas 20-year-olds have sex about 80 times a year.
Which is like having sex almost twice a week.
And anyone over the age of 60 apparently has sex 20 times a year.
20 times a year?
Yeah.
Over 60?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
How do they find a statistic like that out? Who's filling out that survey?
I don't know.
Who's filling out that survey?
What do you think?
This is how many times I have sex.
Do you think? I mean, obviously we're young parents right now, and we potentially will have a baby. But the exhaustion, it's not like we don't want to have sex. It's just we are so freaking tired.
We're very busy people as well. Like, we do a lot. Like, we both have separate jobs. We both also work together with the social media stuff, with the podcast, with the YouTube channel. Like, we do a lot.
I think if you're going to have sex, it's better to do it in the daytime, because by the evening, the minute I hit the bed, I'm like, I'm done.
The minute you're at 5 p.m, past 5 p.m, you're like a zombie.
Am I?
Kind of, yeah. Like, we power through like the feeding time with Rokit, which is at like 6 p.m, and then bath time at 6:30, bedtime at 7. We kind of power through that, but we're already like winding down. So then by the time I get downstairs after I've put, or either of us have put Rokit to bed at 7, we're both a bit like, oh God, we've got to make dinner now. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And I guess every parent feels like that.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just want to get a takeaway and go to bed because you're just like, I can't be asked to cook in the kitchen right now. But trying to get a little bit more healthy with the food situation, like, you know, our food choices at the moment, and trying to exercise at least every day in some way, whether it's on the exercise bike we have at home or whether it's going to the gym.
Well, we've been doing that more often because we haven't had a car.
You don't have a car, yeah, exactly.
The car thing has been such a hard...
dragged out so much.
So long. It's never ending.
We've bought new cars, 2 new cars, and they're still not here.
And they still haven't come. Like,
yeah, we just sat around waiting for them.
I guarantee you they're going to come at the same day.
Yeah.
And the reason why we chose that car was because it would come quick, and it's already been like a week and a half.
Anyway.
Less
worries me about the cars, because we managed to buy some. We're really grateful for that, and I hope that they arrive ASAP. Is there anything that you would like to say to the people out there who are listening? Is there any CTAs you'd like to have, a call to action? We might actually,
the next time we see you guys, we might be over Riverside, because Barney will still be in Saudi Arabia. So... yeah, apologies for us not being in the studio, but he is going away for 2 months. How does that make me feel as a parent? Am I going to bring a guest on and do a one-to-one interview? Do you think I could hold myself an interview?
I think you could. You've got to prep for it, though, because I prep for the episodes at the moment.
I know you do. But that's the thing is, I remember my old agent said to me once, you could never hold a song, Jamie.
Ooh, brutal.
And I was like, cool, I'll make songs then.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
You can hold a song. Do you mean to sing?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We've got auto-tune now. We've got AI. Shove it up your ass, old agent. Anyway, love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Don't Tell Mum. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the Don't Tell Mum pod. And if you are watching or listening on Spotify, definitely check out the YouTube, because you get to see the images, because there's a lot of images on this episode.
And if there's any parenting stories or TikTok turn-offs that you've got that you want to share with us, that we can chat about them on the podcast, make sure you email them over to itsthebanksters@gmail.com. That's itsthebanksters with 2 S's at gmail.com. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Shh.